What's going on, Port fans? Welcome back to another video on the channel, and today we're going to be talking about a big question that I have raised over this pre-season for the Port Adelaide Footy Club. With the pre-season done and dusted and less than 2 weeks to go till round one, it poses the all-important question of where do we stand. Now, the title of the video is simple: why Port Adelaide need to win round one. I'm going to dive in and see exactly why it's so important for us to win round one against the Brisbane Lions. That'll be occurring 4:10 on Saturday at the Adelaide Oval, March 18th. So without further ado, let's get straight into it and talk a bit about why Port Adelaide need to win round one. So surprisingly, I have actually done a bit of research for this video, and the main thing for me is round one is so important in general for the AFL. It's the launch of the season. It's so important to get a good momentum swing in your favour, to get a good win early, and really set the tone for the rest of the season and build up. And with Port Adelaide in particular, I think it's more important than any other football club. We play the Brisbane Lions, who are coming off a fantastic pre-season. They're in full flight. They've got some great recruits, and they're pretty much bound for premiership favouritism alongside Geelong. We've seen what they've done in that pre-season game, and I think with Port Adelaide's pre-season, you look at that. It was a dismal internal trial. It was an average game against West Coast, and the Freo game was pretty much the same thing. So I think you look at the two compared and you're thinking, far out, we're going to come into the game against Brisbane, home game, we're going to get absolutely pantsed. In saying that, Port Adelaide is the type of team that can come out and just flick the switch. Like, we can have that moment where we just go, you know what, everything that we've done in the pre-season, they were just trial games. It didn't mean anything. We gave it 80%. Look, I don't like the attitude of giving it less than what it should be in every game you play, but we are the type of team to flick the switch and turn it on. And I'm really hoping it is the case. I think every fan, no matter who you are, you're hoping that is the case. With Port Adelaide, to win round one against Brisbane at home sets us up for multiple reasons. One, you know, our first 5 games, we play Brisbane, we play Collingwood, we play the Crows in the home showdown, and then we play Sydney in Sydney, and then gather round is the Western Bulldogs at the Adelaide Oval. That's a very, very tough first 5 games, in my opinion. But all teams in that first 5 have shown tremendous momentum and tremendous form across the pre-season, and I really do believe that we're going to have a lot of trouble in that. The good thing is that can change with the round one win. Now, looking at what Port Adelaide have done across the last 10 years as Ken Hinkley has been coach for, we've only lost the 2 games in 10 years in round one. We lost in 2015 against Fremantle over there, and then just last year we lost to Brisbane at the Gabba. So 2 times in the last 10 years we've lost round one. Therefore, we actually, in those both of those years as well, we haven't gone on to make finals, which is a massive... Yeah, it's a great stat, because every other year that Port Adelaide have made finals, we've won round one under Ken Hinkley. And 65% of the time overall, we've gone on to make finals when we've won round one. Good average to have, and you just know that the years we didn't make it, 2018 and 2019, we had good starts to the year. I think, what was the other one? It was 2016 was still a good win, but we had a bang average season. So, look... You put it in that perspective, and it's like, round one might not be so important. But the fact of the matter is, it's so crucial for our momentum. It's so crucial for the confidence building in the younger players, and for the direction that we're going to go in. Whether or not, now, put the Ken Hinkley sacking rumours and the want for that aside for a second. It's almost inevitable if you go on based on the current form that we've shown in the preseason. It's almost going to happen. That's what we believe is going to happen this year, and every Port fan's expecting that. In saying that, I still want the mindset of, let's go out there, let's try and make something of this. This season is so crucial, internally and externally. We can't just throw it away waiting for the next coach. We've got to make the most of what we can do, and we've got 22 games. You've got over 50,000 members that have signed up, and it all comes down to the fact that we need to play finals, and we need to be a strong football club. Winning round one starts that journey, and that's why I think it is a very big game and something that we need to do to win, to go forth and have a chance at doing something this year, especially setting up our season. We want to have confidence. We don't want to have dwelling stages of being a fan. You want to come out, you want to win, games of football. You want to rock the boat a bit. And I think if we do that against Brisbane, we beat them at home, we'll go into round 2 against Collingwood. We'll give them a fair crack. And you know, I'd love to beat the Pies at the MCG in front of their fans. It's their first official home game for the year. I'm going to be there. What a great way to kick off the year. You'll be 2-0, and you're making Collingwood fans dwell in the fact that they've just lost their first home game of the year. Like, that is motivational in itself. I think more importantly, what I'm thinking as well is 0-5 really scarred us. It really hurt last year. And if we start off the season with a loss, there is mental pictures and PTSD coming back into the fact that we might do it again. Like, you don't want that. You want that hoodoo broken straight away. You go 1-0 up. You got that first win of the year. You haven't lost a game yet in for points. And it's just such a relief. And you take that mindset in, and for your mental health and everything like that, you know, it just does bring a different capacity to what we can do for the rest of the year. And 0-5, you know, was a hard pill to swallow for every Port fan, for every player, for every coach, you know, the whole football club. It was a tough time. So if we come into round 1 and we can knock off Brisbane at home, in front of the faithful, 35, 40,000 people rocking into Adelaide Oval for the first time this year, there's just such a great atmosphere about that and a great storyline to have a round 1, Port Adelaide beat the Brisbane Lions. And just finally, before I sign off this video, I know I've been blabbering on a bit, it might not make sense to everyone, but it's our first home game since 2018. First round 1 home game, like in 5 years. You know, we were affected with COVID. You know, we've played away every other year, and it's just been one of those things where you just like, you know what, I want to go back home. I want to see Port Adelaide play round 1 for the first time at the Adelaide Oval in 5 years, and just enjoy watching my team hopefully beat a premiership contender, and maybe announce ourselves as possibly being back a part of that group as well. Who knows? I'm not exactly sure what's going to occur, but regardless, it's 2 weeks to go. I'm so very excited, and footy season's back. Well, Port fans and footy fans in general, thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel for plenty more Port Adelaide and AFL content to come your way. The Glass Table launches this week on the channel as well. Me and JT talking all things AFL footy on our brand new AFL show coming your way. Looking forward to sharing that. It's going to be a lot of fun and a lot of laughs along the way. So jump on board for that. And overall, thank you very much for watching. My name's Anthony, and as always, see you in round 1.